Okay, hey guys, Matt's back and another awesome training for you in the second of a three-part series, which is basically designed to ensure battle plan success. So you've done your battle plan, and now we're basically formulating a foundation to work from and a plan. Okay, the plan, the actual real strategic part of the plan will come in the last video, but this video really here is just a case of just finishing those foundations we started laying in the intro. So basically, in the introduction, um, we was more of a kind of overview of what's to come. Today, we're going to bring meaning and simplicity to your battle plan for success. So let's just dive in. So recap. So what we're going to do is we're going to take what we went over but go a little deeper today. So one of the things that I mentioned in the intro was we want to be creating air around your battle plan. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make with goal setting in general is they set goals with with good intentions, but then life gets in the way and they forget about them. And there is a real lack of attention and intention and repetition around those goals. That is what we're going to change from here on in for the next 90 days, at least for the next 28. Okay, so how can we do that? Well, we can have more attention around the goals by having a much clearer idea around why we're actually chasing them. Okay, people are really good at understanding the problem. They're very good at diagnosing why they can't do X, Y, Z, whether it's time, money, motivation, lacking willpower, lacking discipline. Okay, but what we're not very good at is getting clear on what it is we actually want to achieve and why we want to achieve it and why that is important to us. So that's what we're going to do in this video right here. When we can do that, there's far more meaning behind the goals. So that means that basically every day you're going to have far more intention around actually wanting to achieve them. Okay, that's one of the things that we're going to create in the last training video is a system so that every day you have intention for the day ahead, which is going to be pretty awesome. Okay, as a byproduct of that, we're going to be able to achieve the repetition. Okay, so we're going to be able to come back every day to look at your progress. But first, we need to define your goals. So if you haven't done this already, what I want you to do is think about those battle plan goals or goal that you set, and simply define it. Was it a look goal, a move goal, or a feel goal? So a look goal is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's an aesthetic goal, an appearance goal. A move goal is more of a fitness, maybe a performance goal or mobility goal, and feel is basically an emotional goal. How do you want to feel? Okay, so an example might be for someone the following. So a look goal might be to drop a clothes size in the next 28 days. So those of you following this month's 28-day challenge, maybe that's a goal of yours. Maybe your goal is to run your first 5K. And maybe your goal is to just have more energy, feel like you are more energized every day. Okay, so categorize which of the most important goals to you, put a category on it. Is it a look, goal, move, or feel? Step two is then define what I call the layer deep meaning of that goal. Okay, so this may sound a little bit airy-fairy. It may sound like basically this is where people gloss over. As humans, we want quick, we want straight away. And I do blame our culture for that because everything is instant now, isn't it? We've got instant streaming on TV, we've got instant notifications on social media. But unfortunately, when it comes to health, lifestyle, and living the ultimate life that you can, it doesn't work that way. We have to take a slower, one day at a time approach. It's all we can do. Okay, at this moment in time, there is not a magic pill or any kind of magic framework that's going to change your life overnight. So what we have to do is get really clear on on our strategy, but why our goals are important. So this is how you go layer deep. Okay, you simply ask why the outcome of this goal is important to you. Okay, so if you go back to the goal itself, drop a close size. Okay, it may be that it's important to you because you feel miserable. So the reason you want to drop a close size is you feel miserable and self-conscious of being overweight. Very common. Okay, so that'd be going layer deep. And then you go one more step deeper by asking why that's important. So this is what I call layer deep reasoning. So simply, you just take the reasoning. Okay, I feel miserable and self-conscious about being overweight, and then you put those few bullets at the end, and so where I've kind of made the writing italic, that's just a made up answer. Okay, but basically it's up to you to complete that. So not feeling miserable and self-conscious is important to me because, and then you write down your answer. So in this example, I've put it's affecting my relationships, job, and general happiness. Now, let me just read that out to you and give you an idea of why I go into this stuff and why I feel this is so important. For the last 12 years as a personal trainer, as a coach, I can let you know that over the thousands of consultations I've had with people, the number one thing or answer I get when I ask people why they want to lose weight is because they want to lose, or what their goal is. They'll say, I want to lose weight and tone up. Okay, that'll be this number one. If I ask them why, it may often be something like, well, I've got a wedding coming up, or or I'm going to be 50 in May, or something like that. And so these are okay goals, but can you see how if we can go layer deep and we can say something as specific as I don't want to feel miserable and self-conscious anymore because it's affecting my relationships, my job, and my general happiness. Can you see how much more powerful that is as a goal, as compared to looking good on the beach or looking good in the outfit that you're going to wear for someone's wedding? Okay, it's no surprise that people get caught up in the quick fix mentality and the next fatty diet when the goals that they set are actually fairly kind of fatty themselves. Yeah, that there's no kind of longevity in them, and there's not a massive amount of meaning. And to go a bit deeper into this, what we're really talking about is creating what's known as intrinsic motivation. Okay, so it is important for me to spend just a couple of minutes on motivation. Why? Because so many people tell me they haven't got enough motivation to exercise, to follow the diet plan, etc. So understanding that intrinsic motivation is important to you and why is important. So intrinsic motivation comes from self. It comes from you. Okay, it comes from deep inside of you. Extrinsic motivation is chasing maybe an award. Okay, it's chasing the external world, whether it's to win a prize, whether it's to look good, in front of your friends. But what we know from the science of motivation is intrinsic motivation wins hands down. Even in the modern day world, there are new findings in the workplace that people are actually more motivated to work because they are fulfilled from their work than actually for more money. Quite interesting. Okay, so it's really important that we actually do this work and we go layer deep in the reasoning. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it there. I want you to do that first. Once you've done that, we should be at a place where you've done your battle plan, you have categorized where that goal fits, and you've gone layer deep on understanding its importance to you. The next step is to create your ultimate accountability partner. So this is the tracking system that I'm going to help you create to ensure your success. Okay, so I hope you're excited about that. This next training, I think you're going to really enjoy, and stay tuned for that one.